The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins is a provocative and influential critique of religion and the belief in God, arguing that faith is not only irrational but also harmful to individuals and society. Dawkins, an evolutionary biologist, approaches the topic from a scientific and philosophical standpoint, aiming to dismantle the idea of a supernatural creator. He opens with a clear definition of what he means by God, a personal, interventionist deity as believed by major monotheistic religions, and proceeds to question the logical foundation for such belief. A central argument in the book is that the existence of God is extremely improbable and unnecessary to explain the complexity of life or the universe. Dawkins introduces the concept of the God hypothesis and counters it using principles of natural selection and Occam's razor, favoring scientific explanations over supernatural ones. He critiques popular arguments for God's existence, such as the argument from design, the first cause argument, and Pascal's wager, showing how they fall short under logical scrutiny. Dawkins also explores the psychological and sociological origins of religion. He argues that religious belief is a byproduct of human cognitive tendencies, such as our pattern-seeking brains and tendency toward obedience during childhood. Religion, in his view, is a meme, a cultural replicator that survives not because it is true, but because it is psychologically and socially persuasive. The book critiques organized religion's role in perpetuating violence, division, and moral confusion. Dawkins points to examples from history and current events, including religious extremism and indoctrination of children, as evidence that faith can lead to dangerous consequences when it is immune to questioning or evidence. He contrasts this with a secular moral framework grounded in reason, empathy, and the well-being of conscious creatures. In the final chapters, Dawkins presents a positive vision of atheism. He encourages readers to embrace science, awe, and wonder without resorting to supernatural explanations. The absence of God, he argues, does not leave life meaningless, but rather opens the door to personal responsibility, intellectual freedom, and moral progress. The God Delusion is ultimately a passionate appeal to think critically, question inherited beliefs, and find beauty in the natural world. Life lessons from the God Delusion: question authority and tradition. Just because a belief is widespread or ancient doesn't make it true. Dawkins encourages critical thinking and skepticism, especially when it comes to traditions passed down without evidence. Value evidence over faith. Beliefs should be based on observable evidence and reason, not on faith alone. This scientific mindset helps us avoid deception and make better decisions. Morality does not require religion. Ethics can be grounded in empathy, reason, and human well-being, rather than divine command. This insight frees people from the idea that morality is monopolized by religion. Celebrate scientific wonder. The natural world is full of awe-inspiring beauty and complexity. A scientific worldview, far from being bleak, offers a deeper appreciation of life and the universe. Freedom from fear is empowering. Letting go of fear-based doctrines, like eternal punishment, can be liberating. Dawkins suggests that facing life honestly and courageously leads to greater personal autonomy and joy.